Good day, everyone. Trust you all well. It's been a while since my last video. Um, a sunny day here in Durban, South Africa. Um, quite a lovely day to drive around, and I wish I could drive around just enjoying the sunlight and walking around in the sun as well. But I've got some chores in the house today. Myself and Brian, my staff, will be leaving shortly. I'm just going to go pick up our maid, Precious, to do some work. Sorry, that's a speed hump. To do some work around the house, but I will be with you guys shortly. Once I'm with Brian, we're gonna buy some stuff, which we're gonna do some work around the yard. Long overdue because we're putting tenants in the uh, in our outbuilding, which is semi-detached to the main house. So we just want to do a bit of the garden work for the yard of the granny flat. So that's quite an exciting project. I've held that back for quite a while due to the weather. Lots of rain recently here in Durban. Um, I believe there's a storm coming up later in the day, but we can't keep on postponing it. So we'll do what we need to do. Chat to you soon. Okay, Brian,
Yes.
as I told you earlier on, we're going to dig up this, level out the place here,
Okay.
and put some plastic sheeting. Hopefully we can get some. We're gonna buy the loose gravel stones and we're gonna lay them across the ground just to give it a bit of a much neater look. So then whoever uses this garden will have some relaxing place, right? And then don't forget we need to buy some black paint as well.
Okay.
I just want to paint this little gate here, and I want to try and see if I can put a wire mesh across over here.
I don't forget.
Yeah, I see the dogs have been digging over there.
Yeah, they were starting to dig.
Annoying dogs. Okay, so you think we can do this today? Not much,
Oh, okay.
right?
All right.
Okay.
The pavement.
Sorry?
The pavement, we're gonna put it this
No,
way.
the paving, we're gonna take them out,
Yeah.
just
Yes.
neaten them up a bit and keep them aside,
Yes.
and then we're gonna put it back on top of the gravel.
Oh.
And I'm also gonna buy a few more other stuff just to make it a bit more fancy.
Okay.
When we're gonna go now to that place called Stone Age, then we'll look at it over there.
All right.
Right? Thanks.
But here, before here, must put it like a level.
We're gonna level it out, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Not a problem. So this place is quite a popular place. It's been around for years. So we're gonna go and choose what we need. I came here during the week, but I'm going to put the camera off because I'm not sure what the security is like. Work in progress. We've just roughly laid out the paving. We ran out of stones, as I predicted a bit earlier on. When you're doing it at home on your own, you really have to do it by trial and error quite often. So this is one of those cases where we are out of. So as you can see, it's very much work in progress at the moment. And this is the pebbles that we are using. Oops. And it makes the yard quite neat. As I was telling to my staff, Brian, what we will end up doing is possibly fill up along here as well. We'll work around each of the plants that we have here, and I may just end up fill in. But for now, I'm just going to leave this as a pathway and complete till this end. We've got this lining, the lining which will help prevent weeds from coming through. Hopefully it's going to last a while. Not sure really how long these lasts. And what I am going to do down the line here as well, with these pavings, once I've straightened them out, obviously, and make, at the moment it's just roughly placed, they just give us a sense of how it's going to look. But as you can see, it's not really straight. So we're going to paint these a sort of neutral color, and then that's going to continue on to the concrete over here as well, just to neaten this up. And I'm going to have to give this wall a matching paint. This area here, we're going to do a barbecue area for the occupants of this flat. So while I'm at it, I just thought I'll give you a view of what the flat looks like on the inside. Okay, the view from this side, as you can see, still much neater than what it was. And there's our little ginger. Hey, what are you picking up? This is semi-detached to our house, the cottage. And as you enter, you're going to walk into the little kitchen area. You need to put a cooker in there. The wiring is already there for an electric stove. We've got blinds in place. A nice view outside. There's a view of the pool area. Ah, we've got a visitor, the busybody. No, you're not going to come in here. You included, you're not allowed in here. This is the shower area. This will possibly be the lounge. In time, I'm going to open this window out and put a sliding door, French doors in that area, but for now this will be the lounge. And this will be the bedroom. This is the bedroom. We've allowed for prepaid electricity, so we've got a prepaid meter. It's got a view of my prayer place, but we'll try and make that a bit more private. A view out into the front garden. The carport down there is going to be for the tenant, for the occupant of this granny flat. Got some lovely cupboard space, which I've recently done this cupboard. Yeah, so it's quite a spacious flat. I'm actually tempted. I was telling to Serra that there's no reason why we couldn't live in here. But we've accumulated so much of stuff in the main house that the thought of transferring them all here gives me a headache already. But I'm happy putting tenants in here for now. That's the view of the kitchen again. Possibly it will suit someone who's single, or maybe a married young couple. Some lovely spinach growing in our garden here. Serra.
Hi.
You happy with how the work that you're doing? What work shall I call it? Some project for the granny flat, the garden area for the granny flat.
Yeah, I had a look at it earlier on, and it's really very nice because previously the place was very plain and
Very
simple,
barren.
very barren and bare. And now that you're putting the stones and those
Those pebbles,
pebbles and
and putting the paving on top of it.
the paving to step on,
Mm.
it's looking very pretty. It looks so bright and beautiful. Looking
Yeah.
very nice.
At the moment, it's still very much work in progress. We put the weed guard, we dug out and leveled a bit first,
Right.
just to
Yeah.
create that sort of pathway.
I saw that.
Then we put that weed guard, that lining,
Right.
on top of the earth, and then we place the paving on top of that, and then we put the pebbles leveled out around all of that. But in time, I want to cover the whole area.
Right.
Mm.
So the weed guard is obviously to stop the weeds from sprouting in between the
Yes.
stones. Okay, that's very nice because if the
Mm.
weeds do go through, it's such a
I
nuisance.
initially thought we're going to put a plastic lining,
Right.
but when I went to the supplier
Yeah.
and I was chatting to the salesperson, they said that we need
A
weed guard.
weed guard.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sort of a material, like a linen sort of material,
Right. Right.
but not quite linen, obviously, especially
Yes.
for that.
Yes.
So, how long that lasts, I don't know.
Oh well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
We'll find out. We'll see how long it takes for weeds to
Yeah.
grow in between that, or,
Yeah.
or grow, find their way in between that, push their way
Yeah.
through.
And obviously, you saw the granny flat on the inside when we did the cupboards.
Yes.
And originally, the door was where the little book cupboard is.
Yes.
Leading into that, we use it as a second lounge, where the bedroom of the granny flat is.
Yes.
Yeah, so can you believe that where the bookshelf that I just pointed to now
Yes.
was actually a doorway into our second lounge, what is now the
Granny.
bedroom of the granny flat.
Yeah.
And behind that, we've partitioned off the doorway, and behind that we've got the built-in cupboard.
Yes.
Yeah, so it soundproofs and does everything,
If
as well as benefit of a cupboard. All that's left now is to get a
tenant.
yeah, and
Tenant.
our preference is either a single person
Yes.
or a young couple,
Young
but preferably
couple.
a single person, because we feel that that place is designed more
Yes, it'll suit the needs
more single person.
of a batch.
Yeah, it's spacious enough for a single person, but I think it'll be a bit tight for
A
a couple or
with kids.
someone with kids.
Yeah, with kids.
Okay, but otherwise you're happy with how things are taking shape so
Yes,
far.
I love it. It's coming out very pretty. The pebbles and the paving, to step on. It's very, very pretty. And then obviously on the sides, you're gonna most probably get some plants and things like that as time goes by.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Brian to plant.
I am going to get more plants, more flowers,
Yes.
and I'm trying to down the line, possibly I may put pebbles more across because of it being a shady area,
You're right.
not much grows there. So I'm afraid that if we plant grass, or it may just dry out over
And
time.
succulents, I like succulents. Succulents, those type of
We
plants.
can visit the
try.
nursery. Where I went and bought the stone pebbles today, they got a nursery there as well.
We can find
Yeah.
out if succulents grow
So
in
possibly
shaded
we can
areas.
go and look at other stuff that we can use outside in our own garden as well
Yes.
as in the granny flat in the outbuilding garden.
And you were also saying that the place that you've been to today, they've got a lot of pot
Pottery
plants,
and
things,
pillars,
garden
sort of very
stuff.
architectural stuff.
Yeah, I like to go one day and get
Yeah.
some stuff,
Because I think it'll go well for our stairway
Yes,
on our two levels of the gardens.
yes.
Um,
Do they have like these ceramic frogs and things like that?
They have lots of stuff. I didn't really walk around checking on everything that they
Okay.
had, but I know they had quite a bit of stuff. I was
Okay.
actually telling the sales lady if my wife was here,
Oh, definitely.
she'd
You
be
would have,
spending
yeah.
ages.
I would have been browsing through and
Yeah.
looking at things.
But thank God we didn't take you, because
You needed to
loading
come
all
back.
of this into the car, we bought about 20 bags of these pebbles.
So it must have been heavy.
One bag
Yeah.
was approximately 20 kgs, I would think.
And you bought 20.
20, and we loaded all of that into the boot of our car.
Sheesh.
And then we found it was taking strain at the back, and
Yeah, yeah.
I was a bit concerned whether I should drive the car like that. But then we spread the weight out around the car.
Right.
We put some just at the bottom of the front seat, where
Okay.
on the passenger side, Brian had to put his feet on top of it. We put some on the back seat
Okay.
floor.
You didn't put all in the
No,
boot.
so we spread the weight around a bit.
Oh, that's
But I'm
good.
not going to do that again,
No, you
especially with that quantity.
yeah.
But next week I need to buy more. So, but to my calculations, we may just need maybe 10 more bags.
Okay.
The car will be able to take that
To
weight.
handle 10
Yeah.
kgs of. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So possibly when we finish that off, we may end up making another video with that.
Yeah, it would be nice to.
Yeah, yeah. But
So-
possibly we'll take a drive um, to the supplier.
Right.
We can do a video shoot, show what's available there as well.
Yes, yes.
And possibly end it off with finishing off our granny flat, the stonework and the paving and the
That would be nice.
pathway and for the garden. Okay,
Okay.
so you're happy?
Yes, I'm very happy with it. I
Okay.
like it.
Good. At least you still be doing some hard work after how long? Ages.
In the heat, yeah. I was surprised, but
Oh, you were surprised. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was a bit surprised, but it's good.
Well,
At
can
least
you
it was
believe I was
some
actually carrying bags as well?
Exactly. But that's good. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Till the next video. Goodbye.
Bye bye, everybody.